Hi, I'm Utsav, a behavior researcher by training and a slow traveler by passion. Postcards from Nowhere is a travel podcast where I condense a decade of travel experiences and explore not just the where, but also the why and how to travel. My stories emerged from slow traveling the less explored parts of the world: Bosnia and Herzegovina, Armenia, Uzbekistan, and even China. At the end of each story, I give practical tips and new ideas about how to travel better. This week, we travel backwards in time from modern-day Punjab and Nagaland to the times of Mahabharat and uncover the role of indigenous knowledge in possibly slowing down or even halting the extinction of birds central to Indian religions. चिट्टा वे जिसने भी एनु लित्ता वे जित्ता वे कुंडी नशे वाली खोल के देख उड़ता पंजाब. The 2016 Bollywood film Udta Punjab was a surprise hit at the box office. The film takes a gut-wrenching look at the frightening reality of what has become of Punjab, a dystopian nightmare come true. Estimates indicate that every third male and every 10th female student have taken to drugs on one pretext or another. And 7 out of 10 college-going students are into drug abuse. Many of these youth have very limited economic prospects, which makes a village elder in the film remark, Zameen banjad te aulad kanjad, which refers to the barrenness of the land due to the ill effects of the Green Revolution. It also refers to the children being wastrels and of low moral character. Interestingly, the word Kanjar itself is a casteist slur. Kanjar is actually a tribe with significant populations in India and Pakistan. In the colonial period, Kanjaris were listed under the Criminal Tribes Act of 1871 as a tribe addicted to the systematic commission of non-bailable offences. The Kanjaris were denotified in 1952 when the Criminal Tribes Act was replaced by the Habitual Offenders Act. But the community carries a considerable social stigma, as is the case with tribal communities in India. But the interesting part about the Chitta Ve song is the word chitta, which is used to refer to heroin, the chief culprit in the Punjab drug problem. The word chitta in Punjabi may typically mean white, like in the song Chittiyan Kalaiyan Ve, meaning white or fair wrists. However, the word chitta could be a distortion of the Sanskrit word kitta that has multiple meanings, all related to mindfulness and cognizance, thought, reflection, intelligence, and imagination. But the deeper significance of chitta in Punjab comes for a very different reason, a reason important enough to start a war. In 1634, on Baisakhi Day, a Sikh hunting party set their hawk or Baaz upon the royal Baaz of Mughals. The Sikh Baaz prevailed and the Mughal Baaz was captured. Angered by this action, Emperor Shah Jahan from Lahore sent 7,000 soldiers under Mukhlis Khan to attack. Guru Har Gobind Singh, the 6th Guru of the Sikhs, found his house plundered. The next day, on the grounds of what today is Khalsa College, Amritsar, the Guru's army defeated Mukhlis Khan. This was the first battle in Sikh history, and it was fought and won over a Baaz. But why were they fighting over a Baaz? Because the Baaz holds special significance in Sikhism. Guru Gobind Singh is called Chitta Baazwala, or the one who holds the white falcon. Popular imagery depicts him with a white falcon perched on his left arm. In all likelihood, it's not a falcon, but the northern goshawk, a prized hunting bird often presented as a royal gift. The Chitta Baaz was and has been considered a symbol of power. But the falcon is important to other religions in India. In her book, Adbhut, Marvelous Creatures of Indian Myth and Folklore, author Meera Arora Nayak brings to the fore the story of Simurg. In the Rig Ved, the Simurg is Shena, the best-ranking, fleet-winged supreme falcon that brings Manu immortalizing Shoma on the divine sacrifice. Shena is the son of Agni and sometimes Agni himself. In the Puranas, Shena becomes Garuda, the vehicle of Lord Vishnu, which finds mention also in the Adi Parv of the Mahabharata. And also in the Mahabharata, the 18-day war of Kurukshetra saw Shena-inspired battle formation. A view is an arrangement of the army divisions to attain a specific objective at the end of the day's war. Every day, the commander-in-chief of each army will arrange the army in a specific formation so that his army can attain the objectives of that specific day. Depending on the objective, risks, threats and opportunities, the choice of view was made. On the fifth day of the war, Bhishma chose to arrange his army in Makar view or the crocodile formation. Arjun and Yudhishthir decided on the Shena formation for their army, with Bhim leading stationed at the mouth and Arjun stationed at the neck of the bird-shaped view and Yudhishthir patrolling the rear. But that is not all. Shena denotes the Atman. To it belongs the power of realizing the soul reality. Falcons and hawks have been central to Sikh and Hindu history and mythology for centuries. However, their fate has taken very diverging paths. The northern gosehawk populations in Punjab have rapidly declined. As of 2018, there were no sightings in the wild, and even populations under captivity were limited. There have been discussions about breeding them in captivity, but nothing has materialized as of now. The falcons could have met a very similar fate. In the village of Pangti in Nagaland, the year 2012 saw a bizarre occurrence. 12,000 to 14,000 falcons were killed each day during the peak migration. Following the revelation, there was a ripple effect in Nagaland and a massive campaign to save these birds began. 2 years on, Pangti captured global attention again. It earned recognition as the falcon capital of the world and won accolades. In 2016, The Pangti Story, a 26-minute documentary on the transition of Pangti, won the 65th National Awards for Best Environmental Film in the non-feature category. The chief conservationists were the tribals of the village. The state, which often refers to its tribals derogatorily as Kanjar, probably needs to take a leaf out of the book of the tribals of Nagaland. The indigenous people of India hold immense knowledge about wildlife, and before organized religion, their animistic beliefs kept the wildlife populations healthy, despite their hunting practices. Only then can we restore the glory of the Baaz and the countless other species we are likely to wipe off the earth.
If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Utsav Memory on Twitter and YVTravel42 on Instagram.